Hey everybody, today Rahdo runs through a quick update to Fog of Love, which is a game I did a run-through for when it was on Kickstarter, man, a long time ago, and it's finally out now, available in retail, and I ended up getting a final copy, and I figured I'd show you what's changed. Now, the core gameplay itself is still pretty much the same. This is a game that takes two players through a burgeoning romance, through all the highs and lows as they try to live happily ever after. Or not, depending on who they are and what they're all about. And really, the gameplay has not changed at all from the run-through I did so long ago. You can go back and watch that original one and get an idea of how, let's see, the relationship between, in this game, I am a down-to-earth, flirtatious and greedy doctor who tends to mumble, wear odd socks, and keeps his old cell phone, while Jen over there is a hardened, hypocritical, irresponsible entrepreneur who dresses very poorly but has piercing eyes and perfect teeth. And over the course of this game, we basically play act through a series of scenes trying to make strategic choices that will push our attributes or our group attributes in a certain direction. Like, since I am flirtatious, I want both of us, I want our shared couple balance to be very high on the extrovert track. As you can see, I'm starting to try and push it up, but both of us have a little bit of introvert in us. Me, because I'm a mumbler, so it's weird. I'm a flirt, but I also mumble a lot, so that's actually kind of working against my flirtatious streak. And by the same token, individually, since I'm down to earth, I want to ensure that my curiosity is relatively low. And hey, I started out with an old cell phone. That helped out. But there was an event a little while ago that kind of, well, I had to answer a certain way, and that pushed my curiosity up. So now I'm kind of split about trying to maintain my down-to-earth status. While Jen, actually this is really interesting because Jen is a hypocrite. She wants our shared sincerity trait to be down low, and we're both starting to get down on. We are not the nicest couple you've ever met. Her being a hypocrite, but that's okay because I'm a greedy doctor, and I want my individual sincerity trait to be low. So we're actually kind of simpatico in some ways. Although we'll see how well that works out over the course of this as we play through several chapters, and each chapter full of individual scenes that answer the age-old question of, what are you thinking about? Where both players would have to decide how they want to answer this, and we choose simultaneously by using these awesome, really thick, chunky, lovely poker chips. I might say I'm thinking about the newest version 5 of some technology. And so I would say, actually, no, I wouldn't do that, because that would be pushing my personal, I'd be making me a bit of an introvert, and I need to be extroverted. So which of these works well for me? Actually, I'd say I'm thinking about something gross, because that's going to push my trait down, and I want my curiosity trait to be fairly low. So this is, and the interesting thing is, the game is going to encourage me to tell the person I'm playing with what exactly it is to help enhance the role playing. Jen, meanwhile, she would probably answer, because she's irresponsible, her favorite way of relaxing. So she'll actually, when she reveals B, or I'll reveal D because I'm thinking about something gross. She is revealing, about something relaxing. We'll both, in this particular card, we'll have an opportunity to role play a little bit and tell the stories of what we're thinking about and be able to adjust our stats as needed. But sometimes you've got cards where players need to be in simpatico. They need to, let's see, did I have an earlier one? Like, be honest. Do they fit me? There's another tricky thing to answer. But if we match, if we match in our answer, if we both choose the same thing, our love will increase by 2. But if we don't choose the same thing, our love will drop by 1. And that can be tricky because, of course, we both have a love meter. We're trying to get our love up high enough to be able to live happily ever after. But you know what? Based on our individual needs about which way we want to push our stats, we might end up falling out of love over the course of the game. The core Fog of Love system is absolutely brilliant. You can go in and hit that eye in the top right corner of the screen to go check out my original run-through to see several examples of how it works in action. Today, all I'm wanting to say is, as brilliant as the gameplay is, this production, the final version, is even more brilliant. Cool little card standers. Each player gets this very, very neat holder to keep track of all your discs that you use to keep track of your stats and your love and all of that. Tons and tons of gorgeous cards. The game actually comes with a bunch of different scenarios, and as you complete certain love stories, it'll prompt you to, hey, once you've finished High School Sweethearts, then you are ready for We Give It a Year. And after that, I know what I want. And then finally, High School Sweethearts, etc., etc. So, and interestingly, the game comes, when you first get the game, if you open up and don't shuffle the cards, it comes with a tutorial that you can play through where all the decks have been shuffled in a certain way that instead of having to read through this entire rule book before you sit down and play, you can just read this one page that tells you where to put the cards, and then you sit down and discover the game together, going through a tutorial, which is a brilliant idea because, of course, this is a game that's really bound to appeal to just a lot of non-hardcore gamers because of the subject matter, because it's a great opportunity for players just to get together and tell fun stories. But it's also one that can be attractive to regular full-on board game geeks because there are interesting strategic decisions to make that are so strongly driven by theme. Now, I'm just repeating what I said a couple of years ago when I did my original run-through. This is a brilliant game. This is kind of a watershed moment for the industry. I mean, showing that modern board games can be so much more than what we think they are. I think it's absolutely brilliant. And I think the final product is insanely brilliant because it really got a very deluxe handling. And that's it, folks. Just a quick update to Fog of Love. Again, you can hit that eye in the top right corner screen to go watch my original run-through to get an idea of how the core mechanisms work and all that. But otherwise, hope you have a very, very nice day. Talk to you later. So long. Bye-bye.